We are doing this. Hello. We're doing voiceover again. Because it's just easier. So, welcome back to the sketchbook redraw project. Today we're going to be drawing random nameless character number 1, and we're going to be using this opportunity since it's a simpler drawing. There's not a whole lot going on. I'm 90% sure she's not a character. I'm just going to use this opportunity to contribute to Inktober. I have not gotten to do anything for Inktober all month, and I had every intention to do so, and I felt like since I didn't get to do what I wanted to do, incorporating the redraw project for this really simple drawing would make a good, I guess you would say, supplement. I don't want to use that word though, just because I don't like how it sounds, supplement. It's too formal, but you get what I mean. I had better ideas than what actually winds up getting put onto paper. I had several ideas to make the drawing a little bit more dynamic and a lot more, a little bit more interesting, playing around with perspectives and giving her a little bit more of a character than just a girl posing. But I did not do that. So when I actually got a chance to sit down and start, my immediate response was to do exactly what I didn't want to do, which was just draw a girl posing. And now I feel like it's a good time to talk about the reason why I typically don't do Inktober. And I don't never do it. My history with Inktober, it's been kind of a every other year thing, because the idea of it, I feel like, is a good idea. It's never a bad idea to have a prompt to draw to every day. It's never a bad idea to draw every day. It's encouraged, especially if you're trying to keep up with your skills and keep up with just improving even. It's recommended that you draw every day, which is what Inktober is kind of supposed to be. But what always winds up happening, for me at least, is I give up a few days in, or there will be periods where I don't get a chance to even touch my sketchbook, so I feel like I have to play catch up. And then those drawings wind up not being as good as some other days where I actually get to sit down and actually draw. So it doesn't work for me a lot of the time, and it's something that I would like to actually feel like I've had a successful year doing, but I just struggle to do so. I don't have a whole lot of time. I don't not have time. It's just when I do have time, it's not every day. Because the way that I like to draw, which I will be trying to incorporate a little bit more into trying to film myself draw, because I realize that I think I'm making this harder for myself with the way I have things set up, and I could set stuff up better. But a big thing that I have an issue with is just feeling like I have the time to just sit and only focus on what I'm doing. A lot of me being in a good headspace to draw is me just simply not having anything else going on, and I have a lot on my plate. I have 2 jobs and another full-time job, which if you've watched my other videos, you hear the full-time job kind of in the background. So it's difficult to find time for me to just sit and only focus on drawing. And on top of that, I have had a very consistent issue with being able to just focus even when I do have the time to do so. It's something I've been working on, but I'm constantly thinking about other things. So sometimes when I have the paper in front of me, I wind up thinking myself out of even wanting to draw in the first place. But maybe I wasn't gonna do this originally, but maybe I will share some of my more like better drawings that I've gotten out of Inktober throughout the years, because it's not that I haven't gotten anything out of trying to do it. It's just doing it consistently has never been a thing that I've successfully done. Maybe last year I did it successfully. But even then there were some drawings that I just kind of didn't get to do. I just didn't get to put a lot of effort into, yeah. And you can tell there's a huge difference between the ones that I put a lot of effort into and the ones that I did not. I just kind of sped through them to get them done. And also the overall concept of just going in without pencil sketch is a little intimidating. And it's intimidating for me because I kind of survive off of being able to erase my mistakes. Which is the whole point of Inktober, but as an artist, I'm just not there yet. So what I always wind up doing, which is kind of what I wind up doing in this video, is I trip over myself, I second guess myself, and I go for the safest option. But even then, with going for the safest option, I make mistakes, and I'm not typically the one to work with my mistakes. I just get frustrated with them and I keep going. I'm not the best artistic improviser, I guess you would try to say. I'm not really the type to put a line in the wrong spot and then turn the line into something else. I have a very, I guess you would say I'm stubborn in that way, but I guess I'm also just not as creative in that type of way, which is something I can work on. I guess the point is that I always find that trying to do Inktober is less about what it's supposed to be encouraging for me, and it just is more about the pressure of just actually getting a chance to draw every day and actually getting something finished. So there's that. There's also just the idea of what you can do for a prompt. A lot of people make their own prompts. The one year I decided to try to draw all my characters in cosplay, which was a good idea. I just didn't follow through all the way. I got to, how many did I get done? I got to like day 6 and then I stopped. And that's more because of the current relationship I have with my characters right now, and less about Inktober itself. But I guess you could say Inktober still, like, the entire idea behind it doesn't really help. I did look at the official prompt that they gave out for this year. I remember being very underwhelmed by it because it was boring beyond belief. I'll have to find it later and put it on the screen, but I just remember looking at it and being confused as to why it was so nothing. I understand when you do something for a certain amount of years, you start to run out of ideas, or you don't want to rehash ideas, and you don't want to I just remember very distinctly feeling like, what is this? I'll just do my characters again. And then I never did that. And I think I'm pretty sure that's what I did last year. Last year, I think I followed Spilled Ink's Inktober prompt, which was fun. I was really happy with a lot of the ones that I did last year. think there's another year where I just found something on Pinterest to follow. There's like so many different ways you could go about getting like a prompt for yourself, obviously, but I always find a way to somehow make it difficult for me. But that's why I didn't do Inktober. That's why I'm not really planning on doing Inktober next year, unless, you know, you all tell me that I should attempt, that I should try. In that case, I will try, because I did have the idea to just do some of my characters, my original characters, and I was going to post them all as shorts, which was my original idea that I did not get to do. So if you all think that I should give Inktober a try again next year, then maybe we'll actually see that come to fruition. But this is my contribution. Me failing again. Well, I won't call it a complete fail. I do like aspects of how this drawing turned out. I like how the hair looks, and the face is cute. There's so much I wish I could have done differently with her body. And I also didn't, this goes back to me like not getting a chance to pre-plan before starting. I wanted to keep the diamond in her hair. I did not, because of the angle that I did, and I thought that if I tried to do the diamond it would just look not good, so I just didn't incorporate it. And later on I choose to try to give her like a belt to kind of break up her dress, because her dress was boring and just plain, and it doesn't look great. So just constantly struggling, as you do when you're not really it's not that I'm not motivated. I'm definitely motivated. It's just the actual act of sitting down and drawing has been difficult. But we will get there. That's the whole point of this channel, is getting there. I guess, speaking of the channel, full honesty, I haven't done like any background work. I meant to do so much more in preparation for launching this channel, and none of it's been done. None of it's even really been started. It's still kind of in the blocking phase, the planning phase, because I didn't want to I knew I wanted to start making and posting videos now, even though I didn't have any of like my channel branding done. And that was mainly just because I didn't want to keep pushing it off, because I felt like if I didn't get a chance to sit and work on the actual, like, my character art and my channel banner and all this stuff, if I didn't get a chance to ever sit down and do it, then I would never get a chance to actually start doing these videos. And I didn't want to keep pushing that off, because I wanted to really start putting myself out there as a means for people to come to and unwind and hopefully relax, find community. I want the Hollow to be a positive place for people to come to, and I didn't want to keep barring that off because of arguably the type of things that I myself am trying to escape from. Me constantly dealing with my insecurities about my art, and constantly dealing with the fact that I feel like I don't have time to even do art, and constantly dealing with just everything that kind of kept me from doing Inktober. I didn't want to have keeping me from starting this channel. I didn't want it to keep me from opening the hollow to others and keeping myself out of the hollow as a result. So I will do a proper channel introduction at some point, but right now I am focused on gathering fellow fairies and gathering fellow mermaids, or whatever being you identify yourself as. And I really wanted to start working on these art projects that I've been sitting on for forever, because I need to start putting my money where my mouth is and doing the things that I say that I want to do because I want to do them. But that's that. If you found my channel, thank you for clicking on my videos. I know my thumbnails don't look as good as some others, as some other people's thumbnails. I know the algorithm is a beast to be reckoned with, so I really do appreciate anyone who so much as stops by. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for engaging, like leaving comments. Just thank you for visiting the hollow. And I hope that you find others to bring with you, and I hope that you find joy in being here. And I hope I get more confident doing a lot of these things, because I found that once I actually started getting in front of the camera and getting in front of the microphone, that I have like no confidence whatsoever. So hopefully you don't mind watching me stumble through figuring this out. But I'm working on a lot. I'm working on a lot. I have a lot of videos already planned, so you won't be hurting for content at any point. I won't be hurting for ideas at any point, because I was working on making a more in-depth list specifically of this series, and this is going to take a long time. So I will never be hurting. I'm never going to be hurting for like content or for things to talk about, because there's plenty to do, plenty to talk about. And luckily for you guys, the next sketchbook redraw video will be a bigger one off rip. Video 3 is about to be, I have a lot of work to do, and every subsequent video after that. And besides the sketchbook redraw, I do have other project lists that I am working on, already kind of diving into. The next video that I have planned is supposed to be from off of that list. And those projects are going to be less drawing like the sketchbook redraw, and more like sculpting, trying to do some sewing at some point. Hopefully, if I figure out how to rig filming for it, some cosplay videos, just the more out there, more involved stuff that I don't get to do nearly as often as drawing. So don't expect tutorials unless I feel as though I did a good enough job to give you a tutorial. Like, you'll know if the video is gonna be telling you how to do stuff or not, or if it's just you coming along for the journey of me figuring out how to do these things. Oh my god, I keep forgetting to introduce myself. Why do I do that? Hello, my name is Kira. I'm a fairy. I come to the hollow to sit with my wings out and work on my artwork, because the hollow is the only place that I really have to be able to empty my mind and work on my artwork. That will come. More about me in the hollow will come when I get the channel introduction videos done. When will those come? I actually have no idea, but I won't put them on the back burner intentionally anyway. It's just I have a lot of work to do when it comes to those. That hasn't been started yet, like I said earlier. I apologize for continuing to fail to introduce myself. This is now video 3 and I have not introduced myself. I introduced Jem and Albie before I properly introduced myself. If you see Kira in the comment section, or if you see Kira respond to you, that is me. That is my second channel where I intend to interact with you guys more directly, because I am the fairy who resides in the Hollow. The Hollow is a place that will acknowledge you when you enter. And that's the idea. I don't have necessarily plans to post a lot on that channel, but outside of the Hollow updates, like anything that might be keeping me from working on things, I'll probably post on both channels. But if I have time to do like practice edits, or if I finally actually get time to do AMVs, because it's something that I've always wanted to do, they'll probably go over there on that channel. I do have one video over there because I was just trying to test the waters of everything, like making a thumbnail, seeing what it's like to actually upload on YouTube. Well, one video. I have a video and a short over there, so that was kind of like what I mean by like that testing phase. The video that I have over there is me trying to draw Ronnie, and it it went. It is also a shorter video, and the short that I have is actually an unboxing video, and I do have plans to do more videos like that in terms of like unboxing things, but it has to be on, it's got to be on theme. I'm not just gonna like throw unboxing videos at you guys, but I'm just trying to give an idea of how diverse the content on the channel is going to be, because I don't want to keep myself in a box necessarily. I know that's better, technically better for the algorithm, but I don't care. I want to do what I want. So there's that, and I will now send it back to recording video Kira to end out the video. Let me know how you felt about your visit by hitting the like button and leaving a comment. Subscribe if you would like to continue to receive invitations to the Hollow, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.